Hey. Welcome to the Skinergy Squad podcast with your captain, Kristen Heath, and let's not forget, head cheerleader, Cindy Grossman. Let's go. Hey.
Hello.
Some technical difficulty, I think.
Hi, happy Monday.
How's it going? Happy Monday.
It's a happy one.
It certainly is. Every Monday's
Definitely.
happy. Start of the new week, refreshed.
Did you have a good weekend?
Good weekend. Really good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fill me in on your weekend.
Saturday, just shopping around, dinner out. Sunday, we went to that arts and crafts fair over at Wickham Park. Picked up some things.
You have quite a love for art that I don't think a
Yes.
lot of people know about.
Yes, I do. Me and my husband.
What is like a favorite piece that you've gotten?
Oh, we discovered this one new artist that we like, Chris Tully. He does like those live 3D kind of sculptures. Yeah, really
Oh,
like
nice.
those. Just fun pop art kind of things. Hello, Tammy. How you doing tonight? How about you? How was your weekend?
My weekend was good. Let's
Yeah,
see. I always forget what I do.
I
You know
think
what
you
I did?
celebrated a good friend's birthday.
Oh, yes. Friday. And we went out to a few different places around. So it's interesting when you haven't been out in a while and then you try new places. So that was interesting. And then hung out with friends. And then Saturday it was pretty relaxed. And yeah, lots of baby stuff, but nothing too crazy. I don't know why I forget. I'm gonna have to start taking a mental note. I feel like I talked to you on the weekend, so you could remind me. But
Oh, okay.
yeah, I'm trying to get our little man's video, but it's not.
Oh,
We're having
we like to
technical,
see him. We'd
I
love
know,
to see him.
technical difficulties.
So cute. And he's getting so big.
I know.
So
Maybe
cute.
next time, but for the meantime in between time, here's a cute pic. We went and had we
Oh,
went and had lunch. So
he's so
he's
cute.
getting big. Yes, definitely. So anyways, let's jump on in there. I'm glad that you had a good Monday and a good weekend.
Good Monday. Good weekend. Yes, for sure. I like
Definitely.
Mondays. Mondays is like a refresh. You start your week off right. All is good. Chance to do something good.
Yeah, definitely. Tell us about our holidays,
Holidays, yes. Some good ones coming up this week, as most of us know. Write your story day. That's a good one. Everybody has a story to tell, and everybody should tell it. Potato chip day.
What's your favorite
Yeah.
potato chips?
I would have to say the ruffles with the little ridges. That's my
The plain
favorite.
Ruffles?
With the little ridges and some French onion dip. Oh, that's my favorite. Love it.
Nice.
It's a
I
rare
think I
occasion.
I think I like a good barbecue chip. We
Uh,
had those at the Super Bowl, the dip and chips.
yes, Mom. She makes a
Or I
great.
love like a Tostito scoop with like a dip, like a chili or salsa.
I
Not
like a
chili, but like
scoop.
a queso.
Yeah. No, I'm a scoop with some salsa. Yeah. And then we have napping day. I know many people nap. Some get caught napping when they shouldn't be napping, but definitely napping day. I like to nap. A good, what do they call it? Those quick naps?
A cat nap?
No, it's called like a speed nap, something
A
like
power
that.
nap?
Maybe power nap. Thank you. Yes, power nap. Yeah. It's Shoe the World Day. SHOE, shoe. I know most people, especially women, we do love our shoes. World Speech Day. That's another one coming up. And Ides of March. That's an interesting one.
What
That's
does that
coming
mean?
up. That is actually when Julius Caesar was killed. It was the Ides of March was the day he kind of was warned that something bad was going to happen to him. And of course, we know how that ended. Um, Vaccination Day, not going to get into that one. It's a holiday called Purim, the Book of Esther. That's a fun holiday.
Yes.
No Selfies Day. Now that should go out to the younger generation.
What day? Which
No
day of the week is
selfies.
that?
I believe that's Wednesday. Wednesday. Yeah.
Wednesday. Okay.
And then it's Panda Day. And then, of course, you know what day this is, National Corned Beef and Cabbage Day. St. Patty's Day, which I
Did you
know a
eat
lot
corned
of
beef and
people.
cabbage? Didn't we get into
Uh,
a discussion just the other day about corned beef and roast beef?
yes, or something like that. Yeah.
Yeah,
I like a good corned
definitely
beef
not.
sandwich. I might actually have a corned beef sandwich on Thursday. Might leave out the cabbage.
Do you don't like
Yeah.
cabbage?
You know, after effects, sometimes not always the best.
Definitely a power nap.
I
20-minute
know.
naps are perfect for REM sleep.
Oh, wow. Good to know. Thank you.
Are you the type of person that can take like a quick nap and then be okay? Because if I take longer than 30 minutes, I'm so groggy.
No. I usually can take a little nap and get up and be recharged, ready to go.
I love
Yeah.
when we're road tripping and I look over and you're like,
I'm not driving. People
no, no,
think
no,
I'm
no. I'm
driving.
driving and I look over and
Oh, yeah.
the phone is like right here.
I know. How many of us drop the phone
The
or
worst
in
is when you're
bed?
sleeping and it falls
Yeah,
on
it
your
falls on your
head.
head. See? Shouldn't have your phone in bed.
Definitely. Well, I
Need to
always appreciate you
detox.
filling us in on the national holidays. And
Sure.
for
My
those of you
pleasure.
that haven't, you should go and like us on YouTube or Twitch and make sure to click that bell to stay notified. And if you are on Facebook, follow us on Facebook, the Skinergy Squad, or Cindy and I have a Facebook page. And then if you are local, make an appointment, come and see us at 599 Sherwood in Satellite Beach. We would love to see you. Hello. Okay. I just wanted to get that in there for those people that want to come and see us. So
Of course.
let's kick off the show. He's
Yeah.
back and he's back and he's back. So, this episode, for those of you that don't love sports or know much about sports, we will try to keep it interesting, but it is a very sport heavy topic this week today. So, the GOAT, Mr. Tom Brady. Do you know how old? Let's start with this. Do you know how old Tom Brady is?
42. No, 40.
44 years old.
Wow.
44. I know a few people that are in there just hitting 40 around there and cannot perform the way Mr. Tom Brady performs. So I know you don't like Tom Brady, but you have to think he went to Tampa Bay and they won a Super Bowl. He is one of those guys that can go to a team, and I wouldn't say you're guaranteed to win. Oh, hello, Daddy. My dad and stepmom are watching. Hello. I would say your name, but every time I say my stepmom's name, my computer thinks I'm calling that person. You know how they're always listening, and it messes up. So I'm not purposefully saying your name. Cindy's dad, George, is the goat of
Goat
Mma.
of Mma. Yes, absolutely. He is definitely.
But yeah, Tom Brady. I would say I'm happy he's back. You know, I'm a Tampa fan. I was a little disappointed because I didn't think if with him leaving, I wasn't very confident. Anything could happen, but it's definitely good. He wrote a quote. Did you get to see the quote that he said about you didn't? Okay, well, talk for a second and I'll pull it up so I can read it to you.
Do you have to? Do you really have
Yes, it
to?
was okay. Tell us why you don't like Tom Brady.
Listen, if you were watching this podcast a couple of weeks back when he said he was not going to play and he announced his retirement, I
I
said
already know what you're gonna say.
that he will be back. He is all about being in the spotlight. And if he's not in the spotlight, that means Giselle, the lovely wife, is not in the spotlight. And she is a media hoe. Okay. I'm putting it out there. She loves to be in the spotlight. So that's what they're all about. Somebody just wrote
Okay, this
Brady
is what
wanted to get away from Giselle. Probably.
um oh, Tammy doesn't like him
Yes,
either.
thank you, Tammy. I'm telling you, they're awful. They're
Judy's laughing.
awful.
Okay, this is what he said. These past 2 months, I've realized my place is still on the field and not in the stands. That time will come, but it's not now. I love my teammates and I love my supportive family. Without them, none of this is possible. I'm coming back for my 23rd season in Tampa. We have unfinished business. LFG. I swear you think it's all that he's just
What's
like,
LFG?
hello? See, something I said triggered. I got to figure out on my computer how to get the SIRI lady not to pop up all the time.
Oh, what's LFG?
Let's effing go.
Oh, nice, very nice.
So,
Listen, I still hate him for what he did to Bridget Moynihan. Okay, all right, put it out there.
Cindy,
Yeah.
I agree he's a cheater.
He is. Yeah, with those inflated footballs and Bridget Moynihan, he didn't believe her that she was pregnant with his child. There's a lot of stuff people don't know about him. He put her through hell, but now I see that that son
I
is
do
very much
think
part
that
of
it was
his.
a little bit how he announced by around the Super Bowl time, like, when they lost, the attention was off him. So then he announced, and then I think people were still kind of talking about it during the Super Bowl, and now it's back on him. So I can get what you're saying, but as far as a player and all that he's accomplished, I mean, just since he's been 40, so in the last 4 years, they say that he is a better football player than people of all time. So that's where he gets the GOAT, but not just on Tom Brady about being the GOAT. We have a few other GOATs of sports. So I got my notes out. So for the GOAT of basketball, who would you say? I know we had a little talk.
I think everybody agrees. Michael Jordan. He is the
Michael
greatest.
Jordan. They
Yes.
say that Michael Jordan had 10 titles and an average of 30 plus points a game. What do you think about him compared to LeBron James?
Well, right there and then, Michael Jordan was a man of the game, right? He stuck to what he enjoyed doing. He played basketball. You never heard him get involved in politics. You never heard him say anything about this, that, or the other thing. LeBron, everything with him is, about everything but basketball. I mean, stick to what you know
Do you
best,
think that do you think that social media plays a factor in that? Because not that there wasn't, media back in the MJ days, but there definitely wasn't as much.
I could see where that would be a situation, but I still think Michael Jordan was a true, player, and he, well, in more ways than one, right? But that's another story for another episode. But he was a basketball player, and that's what he did.
No
That's
LeBron.
exactly, yeah.
Yes,
No,
Tammy
LeBron.
agrees.
LeBron's all over the place. I
Yeah.
don't think Michael Jordan would be tweeting out nonsense. No, I don't.
No.
I mean, you don't see that from a Stephen Curry. You don't see that from other great basketball players who are playing
Mm-mm.
today. So, another one has to be in the spotlight, has to be, crazy. Michael Jordan. I agree, Tammy.
Okay,
Yeah.
so let's move. The goat of golf.
Well, another one, right?
Yes, it says here Tiger won 107 career tournaments.
And
So,
think about, he was probably with 107 women that same time. That's pretty good, Tiger. Zing, zing. Boy, I'm starting to think the goats all have something in common.
you're a New York Giant fan.
New York Giant fan. Yeah.
Interesting. So,
I'm
yeah,
not,
okay.
but maybe she is.
Okay, so this goat of his sport won 8 gold medals and was the world record holder for the 100-meter, the 200-meter, and the 4 by 100-meter. Do you know who that is?
No.
Did you
Oh,
not watch the
yeah.
Olympics?
No.
Mr. Bolt.
Mr. Bolt. Good
From what we
name.
know,
Good
he's not a
name.
player. You know, Bolt like lightning, so I think it was in his genes. Did you ever watch Cool Runnings?
Yes, yes. Good one. That was a good one.
Oh, today's Pi Day.
Yeah. Pie. Not
3 point,
PIE, but pie. PI.
yes, 3.14. Okay. The next GOAT of his time was a 16-time world champ, the 1992 Royal Rumble winner, and 2-time WWE Hall of Fame. Do you know who that is? Because we talked about a few.
Wrestling. I was never into wrestling.
Woo! Who does that? Do you know?
Yeah.
I probably shouldn't have done that microphone. Okay, Mr. Ric Flair.
Ric Flair. That's quite the bathrobe. It's quite flaring.
You really don't know who Ric Flair is?
I wasn't really into wrestling. I know
Listen.
Hulk Hogan, Andre the Giant,
So you
those
think
are my.
Hulk Hogan would be more of a goat than
No, no. Hey,
who
listen.
did you say? Cole, I
No, I
just had a
think
brain
Mark
fart.
Spitz. I agree. The greatest. Mark Spitz was the GOAT. Yes.
What
Yes.
were you just thinking that to Cindy?
I bet that a lot of goats are womanizers.
Oh. No, but I'm saying, who are you saying? Cold Stone.
Cold
Hold on.
Stone? You're thinking about ice cream? Cold, what was his name?
I'm
Cold
having a
Stone
brain
Steve.
fart.
Steve something. Steve something.
Oh my gosh. Oh my god. Anybody that's watching this that knows me will be very upset.
Mitch, what was his name?
Steve, hold on. I don't know
Cold
what.
Stone Steve.
Stop. Now I'm super embarrassed. Is it Austin?
Oh, Steve
Steve
Austin?
Austin. No. Stone.
Wasn't he the $6 million man?
Stop. Stone Cold. Okay, we were right. Just you gotta put it all together. Stone Cold Steve Austin.
Okay, there you go.
Oh my gosh.
There you go. Stone
My
Cold Steve Austin.
all
That's
the
right.
goats.
All the goats have something in common. Absolutely. That's for
Definitely.
sure.
Okay, back to this.
Yeah,
That
no,
was way too much.
okay.
Okay. The go of football, we said. 17 champions, 5 Super Bowl MVPs, as well as many other titles he's held or like records he's broken. So go Mr. 12. Okay. The GOAT of MMA, Anderson Silva. 34 and
Okay.
11. Can you imagine what these bodies endure?
They
Have you
really
ever
get their
watched like a
butts
UFC fight?
for like 3 seconds because I can't take it. They really get their butts kicked. Whew.
I know. Well, one of our lovely watchers, Tammy's granddaughter, does the wrestling at her high school. That's pretty impressive. The
That's right.
girls, when you watch the girls fight, it's like, whoa. You
I
know what I'm
know.
saying? It's like it's intense. So we
Good
did
for them.
MMA, we did football, we did golf, we did track and field, did basketball, pro wrestling. Now,
Oh, thank
the
you.
goat.
Somebody wrote something so sweet.
What'd they say? Pop it up. Oh, goodness.
Oh, thank you. That's so
Oh, you
sweet.
can leave that up for a second. I'm just kidding. You can take it down. Thank you. Okay, so the goat of baseball. I saw
He
that.
was. He was a great swimmer.
I didn't want to do all
Became
the
a he became
goats.
a dentist.
The goat of baseball, Mr. Babe
Baby,
Ruth.
the
Everyone,
Bambino.
oh my goodness. He was a pitcher and hitter. He had how many home runs? You told me off the top of your head, 714, right?
Yes,
And an ERA of 2.28
right. Imagine a hitter and a pitcher.
and a womanizer, apparently.
Oh,
That's what somebody just told me down the
oh,
hall.
really? Oh boy. Not a good. See, another goat, another womanizer.
Yeah, don't worry about the womanizer. Oh my gosh. The womanizers of Skinergy. The goats of Skinergy are not womanizers.
No, not even
So,
manizers.
nope. So, okay, with all the goats that we just said, Cindy, we're going to play a little game. Okay.
Okay.
So, it's probably a little younger than your time, but it's called Bang, Marry, Kill. So, of all the goats that we just showed, who would you bang, who would you marry, and who would you kill? And for
Well, we
anyone
did.
listening, we don't literally mean kill. We're not like psychos or anything like that, just for the game purpose.
Well, I think we did mention him, so I would say Mark Spitz.
No,
I
that was
would.
not one of ours that we mentioned. Not in the comments. Try again, honey.
Oh,
So let's start with bang. Who would you bang out of who we mentioned? Come
I
on.
don't.
No, you have to pick one. Let me guess. Would it be a good old Ric Flair?
No, no. He looks like a porn star. Maybe. Marry.
I already know who you would kill, so don't worry about it. But who are you
Oh,
gonna
there's a
marry?
few of them I'd kill. Marry, yeah. Well, he was also a womanizer, but okay, I'd marry Babe Ruth. I
Okay,
like
who would you
baseball.
kill?
Kill, let the list begin. Brady, Tiger. I'd become a national hero if I did that. And all those women, they would. Giselle might be upset at me, but I don't know.
Oh,
What about you? Let's hear you.
let's see. Who would I bang? I don't know. Maybe a good old Tom Brady.
There you go. And marry?
MJ.
Yeah.
And then kill. We'll go Tiger just down the row.
Yeah, definitely.
I
Terrible.
didn't know you have such a thing with him.
Oh. I think I was working in Orlando at the time when the ex-wife beat him up that time. It was right in Orlando. That was like big
Wow.
time. Yeah.
Well, let's get on to better things that make us happy. I would play your song, but we couldn't get it on. But dun dun dun.
Woo!
What's the song? Like, just you can give us a little tune. Put me in
Put
the
me
game.
in, coach. I'm ready to play today. Put me in, coach. I think that was from one of those funny movies. One of those.
Is it
That's it. Yeah. Woo!
So, for those of that have been following us, baseball is back and it is on and popping.
Woo!
Right?
Oh yeah.
Woohoo! So, are you looking around for something?
Yeah.
It's not there.
It's there.
So I'm sure everyone and that's watching is so excited, just like us, that baseball is back, right?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
for
But you
sure.
don't that's your excitement. Oh yeah.
No, I'm excited. Hey, I already got my tickets to a spring training game. I'm there.
There. Are we
That's
gonna do
right.
Skinergy live
We
from the
should
game?
definitely, for sure.
Definitely. But
Facebook
with
Live.
that, and being a Yankees fan, there was lots today. And I'm
Yeah.
sure there's still more to come.
Oh
So
yeah.
you want to let us know about the trade?
Yeah. So
And I'm only
Gary
saying
Sant.
you can say it because his name, that one guy's name. I heard Michael K.
Oh,
today talking about the first time he has to say it, it's gonna be a fumble
yeah.
of
I
words.
think
But
I think all of them saying it. So our beloved catcher Gary Sanchez and our beloved Gio
Christian,
Urshela, they were traded. They were traded away. But we did get some good
bye bye
players.
bye.
Yeah. Hit the
For who is our new?
road.
Who's the new one?
Um, the new guy, Donaldson, he's very good. He's a third baseman. And the other one's name is what's
Kinner,
Kinner
Kinner
Falafel.
Falafel.
Falafel. Yeah.
And didn't
Maybe
one more, right? I thought there was
I
three. Ben Rose.
oh maybe he's the backup catcher that they did get. Right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Yeah.
So, I mean, I know as far as leaving, I know that they were saying that the Yankee fans and the media with Gary Sanchez, it was just, as far as defensively as a catcher
Yeah.
wasn't, but
Too many.
every time he made an error, it just exploded with the New York fans and the media. So it was his time to go. So,
Yeah. Very
and
sad.
yeah, maybe
Because
when he
he,
moves
don't
on,
forget, first year, he was almost up for Rookie of the Year. He was the
yeah.
same year that, Aaron Judge
And
was
maybe the
around.
New
Yeah.
York pressure is too much for him. Maybe he's going to move on and his career will get back
It's,
to what it should be. So,
it's, it
some
has
people I
been
don't
for
think
many
realize
players.
that pressure in New York is intense.
Hey, it's like the song goes, if you can't make it there, you can't make it anywhere, honey. So, New York, New York.
Definitely. And I know that they were saying that the Donaldson guy is calf injury prone. Like
Hmm.
every other year, he's had an injury. But I guess it's not too bad because they have what are they going to do with Mr. DJ?
Right, exactly. That's an issue. DJ LeMahieu. Now
Yeah.
he can play, actually they both can play first base
Third.
as well. Yeah, so we'll have to
Yeah, and
see.
what do you think coming from you being a fan? What do you find as far as I know that all the listening I did today and reading and researching that I don't feel like they really upgraded offensively. I think defensively, but I don't think defense was their problem. I know that they were saying today, I was listening on the Michael K show, that they are, with the numbers and statistics. Baseball, there's a lot of statistics, that they are statistically to win 7 more games. So that gets them to, not playing for the wild card. So I
Right.
guess to them, that is just as important as, having a better offense. What do you think about that?
Right. That could very well be true, but I think you need an overall rounded team. You need everybody to cover. And there was weakness in the infield. There definitely was. Gleber was not up to par last season. It was not a good, it wasn't good. It wasn't working. And I think they recognized that. And, they talked about getting some Correa as a shortstop, bringing him in, but the dollar amounts were too high. And I believe he ended up going somewhere
What do you
else. So
think about, speaking of dollar amounts, about them taking on Donaldson's?
contract, which is it's huge.
Yeah,
Yes,
because what happens if then he gets injured and he's out? It's like,
exactly. Hey, we had a guy, Jacoby Ellsbury. We were paying him for 10 years and the guy never played. He was our great center fielder that we thought was going to come in and do wonders for the team. He never played. He was hurt every single year till finally, that they have a contract. They get paid no matter what, but I think they finally were able to get rid of him. And I mean, there's been a lot of talk about Jeter also, that he did leave the Marlins because they didn't want to go after some players, which were going to cost a lot of money, that he really wanted to. So maybe we'll see Jeter. Maybe, we'll see what happens.
So do you think overall the trades were beneficial? Do you think that there's more moves to be made? What do you think?
I think there's some more moves to be made. We have to see, because the Yankees need a good catcher. And Hogashugi, I always say that name wrong, but he's not your number one catcher. And speaking of that, he always catches for Garrett Cole, which they played in college together. So he caught for him. But Donaldson, who just was acquired by the Yankees, talked a lot of stuff about Garrett Cole with the
But did you
sticky
see? I
stuff.
know, but did you see? Right before the show, there was like a break. I saw my phone has been going. You've heard it all day going off, but
Right.
they kind of came to like a little talk because today was like the first day they were out there playing around. His first day, Donaldson's in stripes, and I guess they had a talk after practice and kind of
Oh,
squash things, And
good.
they did say that Brian Cashman said he called Cole to let him know, and Cole said that it'll be fine. So at
Oh,
least he
wow.
had that kind of respect. I mean, that should make Cole feel, that he
Right.
was.
Well, he is a big part of the team. As long as he wins games, then he's
Who's your
zero.
favorite pitcher for the Yankees?
Pitcher, I don't really have oh, well, that's not true. Chappie, he's my favorite.
Do you think he'll pitch training, like maybe one of the last like
Yeah, they'll bring him in
inning?
probably an inning. Yeah, and of course my favorite player, Aaron Judge.
I'm excited to see you yelling and screaming and
Oh, I'm
in it.
crazy. I'm
So
crazy.
yeah, well, that's exciting. Have you seen the backup catcher, the Ben guy, what he looks like?
No, no,
Woo! You think Chappie's built? The picture I saw of him, his
really.
muscles look like well, speaking of looks big, like juicing, like
Oh, yes. We didn't even talk about that. Yes.
so what do you think
Juicing
about
is
that?
juicing is now not an issue anymore, which I think is crazy, but yeah, they will not test for the steroids,
What
which
did
I
you
think is
read? I think we read like juicing if you juice, juices the time or
yeah. If you want to juice, this is the time to juice
this is
because they're
what
not testing them.
MLB posted.
Oh, is that him?
Yes.
Oh gosh.
Chappie better watch. Are you gonna instantly go to his Instagram and start following his workouts, Cindy? Great
Oh yeah.
motivation.
Absolutely. Great motivation.
Yeah, I don't think it's very fair with the juicing. I mean, I don't know.
I mean, we were looking through the list of, greatest of all time baseball players, and some of those guys on the list, they're not even in the Hall of Fame because they were known to be juicing. So how can you now say it's okay to do that? I don't know.
Who would you say is number one that was cheated out of Hall of Fame, but because of
Oh,
juicing?
nobody was cheated out of the Hall of Fame. They
Well, not
cheated
cheated, but
themselves.
yeah,
Yeah, I would say Mark McGuire. Yeah, for sure.
for sure.
Definitely. Yeah. And what's even more upsetting is these guys who did that broke records that will stay as records of the old time players who really did play the game, fairly, and without drugs and stuff like that. Maybe they were a little drunk at times and hungover, but imagine if they weren't, how much better they would be. And they were great baseball players.
So, do you think that rule should be a rule again?
Yeah.
Like, do you think they should be tested?
Yes. Come on. Then that means everything is fake, you know? You don't want, I know you're raising a young man who we hope to see in the major leagues one day. I mean, we don't want him to think that it's okay to do that, you
Yeah, and
know?
then think about the ones that, like, let's just say you can't for some reason juice. You have
Right.
a battery, you're allergic, you have a think about you have to go out there and play every day fairly, and then you have these people. I don't know, I think I agree with you. I think if it's not
It's
something
wrong.
everybody can do, I don't think anybody should be able to do,
Right.
because how do you compare?
Right. It's really awful. Not
And
not
then,
great.
yeah, I wanna I was gonna mention something, but I won't mention it. So what about other rules that they're bringing back that
Yeah,
goes
it's yeah, a lot of the rules they just said, okay, they're off the table. So when there was a double header, it would be only seven innings each game. That's
for those
gone.
that don't know what baseball is, explain what a doubleheader is for the
So a
watchers.
double header is two games back to back played. So in order to
Let's say
make
they
it
play like
shorter,
a 1 o'clock game and a 8 o'clock game, right?
no, it would usually be a 1 o'clock game, and then as soon as that's over, maybe like a four
Oh,
o'clock game. Yeah.
okay.
Yeah. You're thinking of a twilight doubleheader where they play earlier and then
Oh, okay,
later.
okay.
Right, right.
Yeah.
It's all about making money. So they'd have their first fans come in for the day game and then still be able to get, the ticket sold for the evening game. So it wouldn't be the same
So
fans sitting in the
does
stands.
everybody have to leave after the first
Yes. Oh,
game?
yes. Unless you
Oh.
have tickets. Yeah. Yeah. That's a twilight doubleheader. Yeah.
Have you ever
But
been to a
again,
doubleheader game?
Um, maybe. Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
So now
But
what's the rule?
so now they're going to go the whole 9 innings, so that will take longer. But a lot of times it's a makeup doubleheader, so then that's, different. When they have to make up a game that gets rained out, stuff like that.
So do you think that that rule should be you do like the 9 innings or do you prefer the 7?
Um, I guess if I'm sitting there, I'd say, okay, let's get this done, make it 7 innings, but I think it's okay to go the two extra innings. I think the other rule that they stopped now, which I know you mentioned the players may want it back, is when the ball game goes over 9 innings and you go into that 10th inning, they're not gonna have the runner at second anymore to start off the inning, which did make things go pretty quick because once you have a man on second and you have three chances to get them home, it was working, that
Yeah.
was. But then what would happen was, you do it for the first team, you got to do it for the second team, and then it would just go back and forth, and they would keep tying it up, and then it just got longer and longer. So
I
it
know
all
I was reading
depends.
some of the comments. The Yankee fans are so crazy, but saying that how it's ridiculous and definitely not what they're looking to do. And then
No,
some people were saying, well, nobody wants to watch a 16 inning
right,
game and
and
maybe
they do
start it
happen.
after the 11th or start it after the 13th
I
or
know.
something
Yeah,
like that.
that
Because
might.
what
Yeah.
happens if you have a double the like we were just saying, back-to-back games and after the ninth, it's tied, and they just keep going and going and
Oh,
going, like, that's
yeah.
what's the longest game you think you've seen?
Oh, I would say, yeah. Back in the day at Yankee Stadium, I've stayed for some long games. Yeah, maybe 16 innings, maybe once. Yeah, long. Yeah,
I'm excited for our first game together.
it's gonna be great.
Yeah, definitely. So, was there any other rules, or were those I feel like there was one more.
Oh, the DH, designated hitter. So while the American League would always have a designated hitter for the pitcher,
Can
because
you
a
explain for
pitcher.
those that don't know what is the
So
American League?
for a pitcher to hit, first of all, it's dangerous. And second of all, that's not their forte, right? They're not hitters, they're pitchers. So I think what happened was the American League right away said, look, we don't want to put our pitchers out there. They run around the base, something happens, they get hit by the ball, it's tragic. So they decided they would always have a designated hitter for the pitcher. Now, for some reason, the National League decided, no, we're not going to do that. We're going to make our pitchers hit. Well, now everybody has the designated hitter, which I think is good. It's good to protect the pitchers. Yeah.
But can you explain the difference between American and National League?
I think just how it falls in the country and the states, I think, maybe. I'm not sure. I don't know
Oh,
how
okay.
it breaks up that way. Maybe somebody out there can explain that to us. How the American League and the National League split.
Yeah,
Not
sure, I
sure.
can look it up, but
Yeah.
I thought maybe you knew. Sorry, I didn't mean to put you on
No.
the spot.
No, that's okay.
So what do you think about that rule? And is it the
Oh,
same every game?
yes. Yes,
So it's like for the
definitely.
whole season.
Now, somebody gave us a good point. Somebody said 7 inning doubleheaders was started during COVID. Okay, makes sense. Yeah, to shorten it up so it wouldn't be such a problem. Yeah, a lot of that could have been
Do you
possibly.
think I've seen a lot of people say that after they've had COVID that like their breathing isn't the same or like their stamina isn't the same or like there's some like long-lasting effects, and as we know through the last 2 years there were like professional athletes that got COVID and on the
Yes,
teams. Do you think that we'll see that affect
I hope
players?
not. I hope not. That would be
Okay, it
awful.
says the only big difference between the National and the American League is that the A oh, well this must be old news. So I guess you're right. I think it's just where it falls because it's pretty much the same, but they're talking about the designated
Hitter
thing
rule.
and now that that's changed. So do
Right.
they announce or is it public knowledge who it is or you don't know until it comes up who their hitter is?
No, it's usually people are designated when they come onto a team like Stanton. He's pretty much, a designated hitter for the Yankees. They tend not to want him out on the field. So there are certain players, strong hitters, home run hitters that tend to be your designated hitter. Yeah, for
Hmm,
sure. Yeah.
nice. Have you ever seen the movie Designated Survivor or the TV
No,
show? Really?
no,
You have
no,
to check it out. Do you know like what it is, a designated survivor?
no.
Oh, it's don't quote me for anyone that's watching this because I watched it a while ago. But it's like, let's say, you know how like the president, I think it's like the president and the vice president, if they were in the same place, like say there was like a big thing going on and there was like big national leaders, right? President, vice president, all together, and like there was a catastrophic like killed them all. There's like one, the designated survivor that wouldn't be there, that then
Oh,
like take over. You should watch it. You guys like different shows and stuff like
yeah,
that.
but I think I saw that in a movie. I like those movies with, oh, I can't think of his name, but I do like them. It's always about that. He's like the Secret Service and the president, something happens and he's
Like the
always there.
actor,
Yeah, the actor. Yeah. Maybe somebody out there can remind me of his name.
but so that's what I think the designated survivor is. So I think it's funny. I just thought about that when you were talking. Does it every if I type in designated, the first thing that comes up is has hitter because that's like what's in the news right now.
Right. That is the big
Okay.
news.
Okay, so the designated survivor is with
You went on mute. You muted.
sorry.
That's okay.
This guy.
Oh yeah.
What's his name?
That's his father was an
Keith
actor
Sutherland.
too.
Keith
Yeah.
Sutherland. Yeah. So
Kiefer.
he,
Kiefer.
yeah, Kiefer Sutherland. He is designated survivor.
Okay.
So
But
it's
now it's
3
funny because he
seasons.
was on a show where he did play the president. I forgot what 24
That's
was
what
it
I thought
called?
you were. Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, don't even get me started on 24. Me and my mom started watching 24, and it is like 26 episodes a season, and I
Oh,
think there's like 6 seasons. It's so horrible. Anybody that knew me, like watching, like, oh, are you still? Yep, still watching 24. Like, we got to the point where we like, how many episodes are left? But like, you're so invested, you don't want to like stop watching it. But
watch a movie. It only lasts an hour and a half, 2 hours
any
tops.
good movies you want to suggest
Oh, I
to
saw
the?
a great movie. Now, I'm not a big fan of Lady Gaga, but I watched House of Gucci this weekend, and I have to tell you, I really enjoyed it. It was a good movie, and
Oh,
much of it was true. Yeah,
I
the
definitely have it on my
story,
list.
the story of Maurizio and Patricia Gucci was a very
Maybe I'll
interesting
have me and
story.
mom watch it this weekend together.
Yeah, definitely. It's a good one.
Definitely.
Catch it. And unfortunately, she was snubbed by the Oscars, so she won't be getting anything.
Yeah, you mentioned how they didn't get any awards for it. So
No, and it was good. They were all good. Lady Gaga was in it. And Andrew Driver, I think that's his name. He played Maurizio. He was great. Al
was it a funny
Pacino.
movie or like what is?
Well, it wasn't funny, but it was really the House of Gucci, the story about, Gucci, the designer house, and how they became who they are today. And it really shows everything. Jared Leto. Oh, it looks like Jared Leto was recognized. He played a great part. Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah. He played a good part. He was Paolo Gucci. Yeah.
mm,
It's good.
wow.
Catch it. Yeah.
I will. Well, I think
Good one.
that we had a good time about baseball. I'm so excited. I'm like nervous. So do you think that we're gonna have more? Can they keep trading? I'm not familiar with the
Oh
tradings and all that.
yes, up to a certain time frame they can trade.
Like up until
Yes,
April?
I think up until the time they start. Yes, I
I
believe
heard
so.
something funny where they said that they made Gary Sanchez shave his beard just to let him go.
Oh,
I know.
that's
And
not
then the
nice.
other new guy, they posted a little video on MLB. He had a full beard and him like shaving it off
Oh,
for the Yankees. Is the
yeah.
Yankees one of the only teams or is that common across?
No, they're one of the only teams, and honestly, they've gotten better because they used to make it where their hair had to be a certain length. Now I see a lot of them have their hair past the hat, the helmet. So I
We need to
think
take a vote. Do you think Chappie's gonna be having the sweat drip down?
because he wears the turtleneck.
I
It's
think it's because of his tattoos. I've seen him shirtless and I think he has tattoos like on his neck and
oh,
stuff like that. So
he
maybe he
does.
has something. Oh, for
He
sure.
does.
I think maybe they told him. Do they have a rule about tattoos? Can you think of any other players that you
No,
see their tattoos?
I think I've seen others have the tattoos. Yeah, yeah. I don't think you know that's something strict, but
Maybe the under thing is like one of those shaper things because he wants to I can't imagine why he would wear it. Like I
maybe
can't
we should
imagine.
Google it. Why does Chappie wear a
Why
turtleneck
don't
in
you just
90
send him a
degree
little
weather?
DM? Why don't you send him a DM on Instagram and see if he gets back to you?
Okay, I'll ask him.
Okay. What
I'll
do you think
say,
we'll see if he wears it in Florida?
¿Quién es tu caliente?
Something too hot.
Right?
That's your Spanish. What is the
Yes.
first word that you said?
Uh, it's not quién es. That means who is too hot. I'm thinking why? Why? ¿Qué?
Who's
¿Qué?
Jared Leto?
Jared Leto, I told you, he played Paolo Gucci in
Oh.
House of Gucci, and he's the one who I believe for Best Supporting Role is up for an Oscar.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
Mr. Grossman told us about that today.
that's right. And that may be
Definitely.
Mr. Oh, no, I think maybe
That's Mr.
Mitch.
Goldman.
Mr. Goldman.
Well, we
Yes.
thank everybody. As always, we really appreciate those that watch us. And so, oh, look, breaking news.
What?
Oh, no, just kidding. It's USFL coach. Anyways, not the point. But we want to thank everybody again for watching our show and supporting us. And again, if you're local, make an appointment. Come and see me for some sugaring. I have some, great facials that can help people out. Cindy can get you on a good skincare. I'm telling you, I did the analyzer, the skin analysis, and it tells you so much information that I had like no idea about. So I feel like even if people like just want to know about their skin, and they can really do it anywhere, like contact Cindy and she will get you set. Oh, no tattoo. See, I
Thank
figured
you.
it had to do something with the tattoos.
Yeah.
Look at you over here. I think I've seen people because I'm thinking about it. I'm like, I don't know anybody that I can like
Yeah, no.
recognize.
No.
So that's probably why he wears the turtleneck.
Right.
Oh my
Yeah, he's got
gosh,
him
that's
coming up the neck.
horrible.
Hey,
The Yankees are strict, man.
very strict. Yeah.
Definitely. Your dad should have got to get to the dry cleaning on their uniforms back in the day.
Yeah.
Make
You
that account.
missed that opportunity.
I bet they have to have them like pressed.
Are you kidding? They're pristine.
Really? Are you gonna get
Yeah.
some new Yankees gear for
Oh
this
yeah.
year?
Going shopping this weekend.
Okay. Well, again, thank you guys so much for watching, and we will see you. When will we see them, Cindy? When do we podcast?
Next Monday at 8 p.m.
Yes, and you guys have a great, great week, and hope that everything stays good and safe. Right,
Right.
Cindy?
Stay safe, everyone. Yes.
Peace out. A-Town down.